Good morning, listeners. Welcome to our educational segment. We will delve into the world of assessment method used in schools.
Today, we have an expert teachers, Miss Angeline, Miss Christine, Miss Max, Miss Jam, Miss Naisel, and Mr. Noel, who will guide us through the various assessment methods and their advantages and disadvantages. Welcome, teachers.
Thank you, DJ Mika and Naisel. We are excited to be here and share our knowledge on this important topic.
Let's dive right in. Can you give us an overview of the different assessment methods used in schools?
Certainly. In schools, teachers utilize a range of assessment methods such as written tests, oral examinations, projects and presentations, portfolios, observations, and even self-assessment and peer assessment.
Fascinating! Now let's discuss the advantages and disadvantages of these assessment methods. Can you provide some examples?
Of course, DJ Mika. Written tests and quizzes are efficient and cover a wide range of topics, but they may not measure deeper understanding or critical thinking skills. Oral examinations allow for immediate feedback and assess communication skills, but they can be subjective in grading. Projects and presentations promote creativity and application of knowledge, but they require more time to evaluate. Portfolios provide a holistic view of students' progress, but they can be subjective as well. Observations capture authentic behavior and participation, but they may not fully assess knowledge.
Thank you for those insights, Miss Jam. Now, let's move on to rubrics. Can you explain the two types of rubrics?
Certainly, DJ Nesel. There are two types of rubrics, the holistic rubrics and the analytic rubrics, wherein holistic rubric provide an overall assessment of a student work focusing on the overall impression or outcome. While on the other hand, yung analytic rubrics break down the assessment criteria into specific components, allowing for a more detailed evaluation.
That's clear and concise, Miss Laika. As a future teacher, how would you assess your students?
As a future teacher, I believe in using a combination of assessment methods. I would use written tests for knowledge assessment, projects and presentations for application and creativity, and self-assessment and peer assessment to encourage reflection and collaboration among students.
That sounds like a well-rounded approach, Miss Max. Now, let's discuss the advantages and disadvantages of using ICT in assessment.
Using ICT in assessment can increase efficiency and accessibility, allowing for quicker grading and feedback. However, technical issues and the potential for cheating are concerned. Unequal access to technology and increased workloads for teachers are also factors to consider. On the positive side, ICT can enhance engagement and provide better data management for tracking student progress.
Thank you for shedding light on that, Mr. Noel. Lastly, how can teachers select appropriate assessment tools?
For me, teachers should consider factors such as alignment with learning objectives, authenticity, validity, suitability for diverse learners, and practicality when selecting assessment tools. It is important to choose tools that effectively measure what students have learned and cater to their individual needs.
Wise advice! Thank you for sharing your expertise with us today. We have learned a lot about assessment methods and their pros and cons.
It was our pleasure, DJ Naisel and Nika. We hope this discussion helps both teachers and students understand the importance of varied and effective assessment methods.
That concludes our segment for today. Thank you, listeners, for tuning in.
Join us next time for another enlightening discussion. Until then, keep learning and growing.